Good morning. We're on our way again towards the Spanish border. 373 kilometers today, roughly 6.5 hours. I had a good night, good dinner. The host was incredibly helpful with everything. As you can see, the weather is not perfect, but we will figure that one out. I'm wearing my heavier gear because I think it's justified. It's also not as hot today, but we will see. I would say let's just move on, get some miles in, and then I'll catch you as soon as there is something interesting to see.
My last day in France. Tomorrow I'll be riding in Spain. It feels like saying goodbye, but it's a long goodbye. Almost 380 kilometers. And I intend to make every one of them count.
This is Leatt. That was the original stop, in which area I looked for a place to sleep. So this is yesterday's endpoint, basically. Oh man, it's a really nice little city. Wow, not bad, not bad. Pilgrims. Let me stop here briefly and adjust one of two little things. Okay, so adjustment done. You might have noticed the GoPro on my helmet was not properly set to wide angle and the front screen was still activated, which is useful when I talk to you on the camera, but it's not very useful when I'm sitting on the motorcycle. Briefly adjusted that, and we're on our way again. Oh man, it feels like I'm just rushing by all of this pilgrim culture. As you know, if you watched my channel a little bit more often, I love European culture. I mean, it's my culture, so I'm supposed to like it, right? Even though some people are of different opinion about that one. I also love medieval history and church history, everything that goes with that. So it's really cool to see it from the outside. As I said yesterday, I'm not sure if I would have a lot of fun with walking all of that. I mean, I walked so many miles in my life. I don't find it just very pleasant anymore, but that might be a different topic. But it's really cool. Although, as said, it feels like I'm just flying past it. But at least I have seen it once, seen a glimpse. Of course, not like somebody who actually does the pilgrimage to Santiago. Good, excited to reach Spain today. Almost reached Spain. Maybe we will not cross the border, but we will be right at the border. And there I will decide where I stay. I don't have a hotel or bed and breakfast or something like that yet. So we will find out. Yoo-hoo!
I'm in incredible high spirits. The medieval surroundings, the history flooding from every door, every little marketplace and every cross along the way. They make me imagine a time from 1,000 years ago when there were still dragons to slay, princesses to rescue and real adventures to have.
This is truly southern France. It's really nice. I'm not sure what to make of the weather, but it's also not bad for riding. In the landscape would be nicer with more vivid colors and stuff when the weather would be better, of course. But it's nice to not sweat for once. The other guys with whom I meet up the day after tomorrow, they depart today from the UK. They ride down to, I think, Portsmouth and take the ferry to Bilbao, where I will meet with them. So today a normal to long day, tomorrow a shorter day with only 200 kilometers to my hotel, then a little bit R&R, and off I am again with the rest of the group, which will be a separate story in this whole series. Oh man. But this is also something very beautiful. A few minutes ago I rode through a plain where you had all these cornfields, and I was thinking of Gladiator, the famous scene where he walks through the cornfield. I'm not sure if I should do that with my motorbike, but the farmers would not like it. But it's still, it's really beautiful. I like it a lot here. Ooh, where do we go? Nope. Here we go. And look at that. It's so nice. I just fueled up for the rest of today's trip, depending on how hard we ride the bike. And I'm really riding through a small medieval village, but it's very cool. I'm not sure if I like those tiles on the ground. It's not even cobblestone, but it's real tiles, so I assume they can be quite slippery. Oh, look at that view. Okay, that's beautiful. What the heck, it's a really nice little place. Wow. Okay, this is why we are riding up here. Interesting. Yeah, as said, I just fueled up. Everything is good. On my comm system, I'm constantly listening to something. Podcasts, lectures, sometimes music. So I'm well entertained. Yeah. Nope, we're good. Voila. And so it goes on and on. I would say I'll just keep riding and I'll catch you later. So it seems that we are in Condom. Yeah, I know. I'm channeling my inner 13-year-old. But still, there is a fairly nice cathedral ahead. It has gotten a little bit colder, a little bit chilly, so I closed all my vents. But still, all good. 240 kilometers ahead of us. It's a good ride today. It's enjoyable. The weather has not gotten better. As you can see, I have tightened up everything. I have my other gloves on because we have this unpleasant rain showers, right? It's not pouring rain, but it's enough so that the street is no longer dry, or the road is no longer dry, and that I myself could also get wet if I don't close up my stuff. So it's not super pleasant. It also has gotten a little bit colder. It's 15 degrees Celsius colder than yesterday, with the wind and everything quite a bit. But I'm riding 214 kilometers still ahead. Should it get too bad, I can of course shorten that, but I plan on doing the route as intended. Let's hope it dries up a bit, because this is, yeah, it's okay, but it's not great fun. Good, then I will continue and talk to you later.
Let's be real about this. If you travel by foot or on a motorcycle and want to go further than just the local coffee shop, you will have to deal with bad weather. That's nothing new, but you also need to make sure that the weather doesn't keep you from doing the things that you want to do. And this is where good gear really matters. I know that doing everything on a budget is what people do now, and there is no point in just feeding corporate greed. But if you can afford solid gear and it's worth it to you, it will definitely enable you to go further.
I had a brief stint on the motorway. Let me close my visor so that you can hear me better. We are now a good piece further down the road. It's now 98 kilometers. I will take a brief break when I have the next opportunity to do so and check out a hotel or a place to stay through the night. I don't know, the navigational device still says 2 hours for 97 kilometers. I'm not sure where it will take me, but we will see. Today is a little bit more of a drag. I mean, the stint on the motorway with the beak on and without the additional spoiler was also not much fun, because it vibrates pretty annoyingly. It's not unbearable. I can do it for half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. That's not a problem, but it's still a little bit like, oh, come on. And then, for the first time, I had an issue at the toll booth because I have this ticket and I entered it and it said, well, it can't be read. And I have no clue why. So I had to connect to the service center, talk to them in French, which is not my premier language, but we got it all sorted out. He asked me from where I'm coming and I said I have no freaking clue where I joined the motorway, but it's a few kilometers away. So then I paid 60 cents, I think, overall, not a lot of money. And he let me pass. Yeah, that's about it. Oh no, come on, it starts raining again. Yeah, well, seems like that's the story of today. Nonetheless, I will continue riding. As said, as soon as I can get a break, I will take one, stretch my legs out, and then get us something to sleep tonight. I'd say I'll just catch you later. So, as you might be able to see, or not, I've switched over to Google Maps because I'm at it again for a gas stop. I would make it to my hotel that I just reserved, but I don't like to play it close. Is this open? Can I fill up here? Is this possible? Does it take card? How does it work? Oh, look at that. I can fill up here. Okay, wonderful. Here we go. I will fill up and then I'll talk to you again. Well, this didn't work out because it didn't like my credit cards. Also the first time that this happens to me in France. I don't know how often I've fooled up now, but well, sometime is always the first time. Then let's go to the gas station that I wanted to originally go to. So, we made it. We are all fueled up and I'm back on the route. It says 2 hours now for 82 kilometers. I'm not fully sure why. It's likely that we will have some smaller roads and stuff, but we will see. Regardless, we have enough fuel. The reservation is done, so it's 2 o'clock. And I told them that I will arrive between 4 and 5 o'clock. So if we take 2 hours now, there is a lot of room. And that's about it. Let's get going and enjoy the day a little bit. These are the roads that we are riding now. Some interesting little roads, but also not too good of a riding. I will see if we continue like that for 2 hours, because it's just a single lane road, right? It's not gravel road or something like that. It's just single lane road, which means a lot of hassle if you have oncoming traffic. And it's not really hard to ride or adventurous to ride. It's just, I mean, you have to take it a little bit slower. But I'm sitting here and riding it with one arm, so it's there. But we will see. It's not bad. And the view is actually quite nice. Low-hanging cloud. Let's see where this gets us to. Okay. Now, I slightly adjusted the route just because the weather is now getting really bad. We're riding to the hotel now, but as you can see, it's still roughly an hour for those 60 kilometers. So I'm not fully sure why this takes so long, but we will see it. That's about it. Let's hope the rain gets a little bit less. Then I would say I'll just catch you later.
I didn't realize it yet, but the journey was about to change. I still had a day ahead of me, but I already knew it would be a short one, a different one. My journey up to this point felt like a day. The fresh morning air on the high passes of the Alps, the heat of a summer noon while riding through the bosom of France in all her beauty. And now a thunderstorm on a summer evening. Rain that kisses that day goodbye. Like that summer day, my journey through France was veering towards its end, with a new day dawning, riding with my friends in Spain. But first, I needed to arrive.
And here we are in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. It's a quite historic little town, right on the border to Spain. Our hotel is in a upper mountain valley, so it's not directly here. I intentionally didn't take something that is directly here in the center because I wanted to tuck my motorcycle away and also be a little bit out of the hassle with a lot of people in here. I mean, we're 8 guys after tomorrow, so there will be a lot of community and time of talking and partying, so I want to take it a little bit easier. But it looks all very nice here. It's a nice little town, just the traffic is shit, but it's anywhere where tourists are, right? So, and I'm one of the tourists. Okay, I would say I will get you when we are at the hotel, and for now, yeah, I'll just keep riding. Well, let's see how it looks from the inside.
Whew, we made it. So this is my room. So the motorbike stayed on the parking lot, but there is a door with a fence, and I could put the motorbike behind the fence under a roof. So it's motorbike is well, I am well, and if you look out of the window over there, the other side of the river is Spain. We're already there, or almost there, and this road that I just rode up is quite famous. It leads to the city of Pamplona in Spain, so I will plan a little bit later what I will do tomorrow. Evening dinner I can have here. They serve tapas in various forms, which is great. Spain, or Spanish. And yeah, we're good so far.
It's a miserable rainy morning. Stopping doesn't make any sense. It's just, I mean, look at the weather.
It was freaking cold. Zero visibility or very limited visibility up in the mountains.